8 months. It's been almost 8 months since the SWA kicked off. We are almost near the end of August. We have an SWA heavyweight champion, that being Stone Cold Steve Austin. We have an SWA women's champion. Matter of fact, a second women's champion in Gail Kim. And by the end of the night, tonight, we will determine the inaugural SWA Tag Team Champions. We have 8 teams who went beyond the first round to make it all the way here to the August 21st quarterfinals. But it's more than that. So we got quarterfinals, we got semifinals, and we have finals. If a team wants to become the inaugural Tag Team Champions, they're going to have to win 3 matches in a row. But let's see just who has made it here. Who are the top 8? We got the brackets here. We have Pat, Tanaka, and Kato, the Orient Express, going up against Kane and Mankind. Robbie Rage and Kenny Kaos, High Voltage, going up against a team they are well familiar with, Harlem Heat. Then we got representing the Los Boricuas, Miguel, Perez Jr., and Savio, Vega, taking on Mark and Jade, the Briscoes brothers. And we have the fabulous Freebirds, represented by Jimmy Jam Garvin and Michael P.S. Hayes, going up against the Evolved, Randy Orton and Batista. These aren't the only matches on the card, as we also have the legendary Japanese junior heavyweight Tiger Mask going up against the Olympic gold medalist Kurt Angle, and also in our first ever SWA cage match, the world's dangerous man Ken Shamrock will be taking on the Macho Man Randy Savage. I am Benoit, and without any further ado, we're going to go to ringside for the quarterfinal match in the SWA Tag Team Championship Tournament. The opening contest is scheduled for one fall with a 30-minute time limit, and it's an SWA Tag Team Championship Tournament quarterfinal. Making their way to the ring first from Japan, weighing 455 pounds, Kato, Pat Tanaka, the Orient Express. Their opponents at a total combined weight of 613 pounds, Kane and Mankind. Indeed. This may be August 21st when this ends up airing on YouTube, but we are in the middle of the World Cup. Tonight is USA's first match in the block round. But we're going to focus on what's going on here right now, as Mankind is starting things off with Pat Tanaka. Mankind was initially not going to even be part of this tag team tournament. However, The Undertaker refused to tag with his half-brother Kane. Instead, wanted to focus on his WrestleMania streak rematches. And Mankind was brought in as a substitute, which was allowed, as him and Kane were former World Wrestling Federation Tag Team Champions back in 1998. Hip toss by Pat Tanaka, who looks like he might wanted to tag in Kato, but decided not to, and instead got a Russian leg sweep. These tournament matches are going to be to a half hour or one fall, up until the finals, which will have no time limit, as we want a guaranteed champion. First tag out to Kane, the big red machine. Pat Tanaka decides to stay in, and maybe for the best, because he prevented a double team attack, but Kane just overpowered him. Now he's going for the choke. That is not legal. Notice neither Mr. Fuji or Paul Bearer are at ringside, as in SWA tournament matches, there will be no seconds. There will be no managers, no valets, none of the above. Yes, that is Mayor Big Red Machine. Is Glenn Jacobs still a mayor? Tag out to Kato? I don't know. All I do know is that politically he is a so-called libertarian, which, you know, if anything, I would have thought the Big Red Machine would be an anarchist. Kato sent off the ropes. Takes a big elbow from the 7-footer. Had to take a drink there of my Big K. What's up, chat? We have trying to rip the mask off the face of Kane. You know, that face was severely burnt. I don't know if anybody would want to see that. Tag back out to Mankind. Now, of course, for everybody who's watching this live as it airs on Twitch, we will be having predictions up so you can gain some channel points if you can successfully predict who will win these matches. Okay, apparently Glenn Jacobs is still the mayor, but his term ends this year, and he cannot run again due to term limits. 5 minutes have gone in the 30-minute time limit. We are outside, of course, kid. It is summer, and it is hot, hot, hot. Probably even a bit hotter. Maybe as hot as hell with Kane taking part in this match. Both men tag out of their respective partners. We got Tanaka legally in there with Kane, but Mankind and Kato, I was going to say, have yet to leave the ring. Kane going up top. I want to go for that diving clothesline, and it connects. That is normally a prelude to the choke slam. But what is Kane going to do? Yep. Up and down right in the corner of the ring. I got a feeling the Orient Express are not going to survive the quarterfinals. Indeed, they did not. Hey, they got an upset victory over the #1 seeds to make it to the quarterfinals, but they lost here, being eliminated by Kane and Mankind. Second match of the night is scheduled for one fall with a 30-minute time limit, and it's an SWA Tag Team Championship quarterfinal. Making their way to the ring first from Anchorage, Alaska, weighing 504 pounds, Kenny Kaos, Robbie Rage, High Voltage. From Harlem, weighing 535 pounds, Booker T, Stevie Ray, Harlem Heat. These two teams are definitely familiar with one another, as they had a bit of a feud in the beginnings here of Fire Pro Wrestling. These two teams last faced off against one another back on Valentine's Day in a Texas Tornado match, which Harlem Heat was victorious in. And now here they are in the quarterfinals. Notice that sensational Sister Sherry is not at ringside. She certainly has a lot on her plate right now, even with this Tag Team Championship tournament, as it turns out that Shawn Michaels, the Heartbreak Kid, has decided to no longer be in use of her services as a manager. He is instead back to teaming with his best friend, Diesel. Stevie Ray doesn't want to get disqualified here, otherwise it will... If he would have connected, that could have very well been a disqualification. And if you get DQ'd, well, then you're out of the tournament. No chance you're going to get that Tag Team Championship. Big boot there by Stevie Ray. Tag into Booker T. Booker T not only was a, multiple-time Tag Team Champion in WCW, but he was also a multiple-time singles World Heavyweight Champion. Five-time. Oh, and he just landed on that chair. That might prevent him from becoming a world champion here. Knee to the gut there by Kenny Kaos. Kenny Kaos is the blonde one here in High Voltage. I'm sure there is no love lost between these two teams as they exchange rights and lefts. Booker T got the best of that exchange. Of course, whoever wins this match, a double underhook, up and no, back body drop. Whoever wins this match is going to be taking on Kane and Mankind in the semifinals. Scissor kick. That could be it right there. Too close to the corner rope, so the referee calls for the break. Doesn't stop Robbie Rage from getting a sidewalk slam in there. Now he's tagged in to make him legal. Booker thought about going up top, but he decides to tag out to his older brother, Stevie. which was a very wise idea. That is the experience here of the brothers. Although Kenny Kaos and Robbie Rage have tagged for a while there, it's just some continuity they're not going to have as they are not related. Full arm drag twist and some shoulder-to-shoulder action. Now we got another strike exchange. I'm taking another drink. Up. More shoulder-to-shoulder. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. Stevie sent to his own corner. Booker T's reminded us how many times he was the WCW World Heavyweight Champion. Whoa! Spinneroonie on the apron. That takes skill. What does not take skill is falling outside of the ring. Booker practicing his strikes against the corner post, and he wound up getting put in an ankle lock because of it. Robbie Rage wants to be careful not to get too distracted by Booker T, because if he gets counted out, they will be eliminated from the tournament. He has to a count of 10 to get back in. Oh, and Kenny Kaos was softening up Stevie Ray, too, who was allowed to tag back out to Booker. Looks like we got a Stevie and Kenny. All four men are in the ring, however. Up and down. Nice backdrop. Stevie might be hurt there. No, but he is back to his feet, thank goodness. Since you got to go through 3 matches at one, lateral press, 2, 3. No! Booker T kicks out. As I was saying, you probably want to end these quarter and semifinals as quickly as possible so you can be fresh, since you have to win 3 matches at once. Booker T goes up. Missile drop kick. Goes for the cover. Leg is hooked, but he's way too close to Robbie, who easily is able to break up that pinfall. Now Kenny, great ring positioning. Stevie is not there, but he can only get a 2. Leg is hooked again. Up, 2, and 3. No, broken up. I did not think Robbie was going to make it there to break it up, but he did. Give him credit. Booker T power slammed right on that chair, but instead of going for the cover, Kenny tags in Robbie. Wonder what they have in mind. Running power slam. Good maneuver. Does not want to go for the cover, though, and that could have been a mistake. I think Booker might want to tag in his brother. Indeed, he does. Stevie Ray is back in with great ring positioning. Robbie Rage comes off. Nice shoulder tackle. The chair is still in play. They are eerily close from it. There he is. Stevie Ray takes the snap suplex, landing flush on that steel chair. Look at the power by Robbie Rage. Leg is hooked. 1, 2. No! I'm not quite sure if Stevie kicked out or Booker made the break. Either way, the match continues. Slapjack! That's got to be it. 1, 2, 3. No! Broken up at the last moment. 2.9999999. Robbie wants to get back ring positioning before he tags out. At least that's what I assume he's doing. No! Cover. 1, 2. Nope, broken up again. Oh, now Stevie's going for the cover, but it's broken up as Kenny Kaos slams Booker T on top, or rather, suplexes him on top. Kenny Kaos is still the legal man. He lets Stevie Ray know that with a right to the face. These are big, big men. Big clothesline from that big, big man. Tag out the Booker. Stevie wants to take Kenny Kaos outside, but it does not work. Kaos up in the high red district. Big elbow drop to the lower back. He's going for the cover, but that's going to be broken up before the referee can even make it to 2. Up. Little miscommunication there between the brothers. I mean, it happens. If you have siblings, you probably get into arguments with them too. Spinning heel kick. Kenny Kaos falls right on the chair. I think that's it. Harlem Heat advances, getting a second victory over high voltage. It's going to be Booker T and Stevie Ray versus Kane and Mankind in the semifinals. The third contest is scheduled for one fall with a 30-minute time limit, and it's an SWA Tag Team Championship quarterfinal match. Making their way to the ring first, representing the South Bronx, Miguel Perez Jr., Savio Vega, Los Boricuas. From Sandy Hook, Delaware, weighing 460 pounds, Mark and Jay, the Briscoes. Wait a minute. Enterbrain is shutting down? I mean, Enterbrain is still the company that owns and makes RPG Maker, right? They're shutting down their forums, got no plans to back up or archive any of it. Jesus, that's terrible, man. Gonna have to rely on third party, and lateral press, leg is hooked. I do apologize for not focusing that much on the match right now, but this is news to me. I love the RPG Maker. I hope the community stay active, if not expand, given that Enterbrain is going to be shutting down. I wonder why. Jay Briscoe is in there right now with Savio Vega. The company's around, just the forums are going away. Why? But why, though? Savio Vega just, excuse me. Just a month ago, lost in his bid to become the heavyweight champion, but now has a chance to become the SWA Tag Team Champion. There was no answer given. Okay, tag out to Jay's younger brother, Mark Briscoe. Going up top. Early Froggy Bow. Oh, well, this could be a quick victory for the Briscoes. No, Savio kicks out. You know, I was thinking about messing with the RPG Maker again later tonight. I still want to go up. Mark there, about to have his neck ripped off, but is not. Tag out to Miguel Perez Jr. Los Boricuas have their issues right now with Carlos Colon. However, Carlos recently lost. He was counted out in a singles match against Jose Estrada just a couple of weeks ago. So it looks like they might be done with the elder statesman there, as they are more focused right now on the Tag Team Championship, and who can blame them? Not only were 16 teams in this tournament, but there are other teams who would love to be, and would love to be able to challenge whomever the champions are at the end of this thing. I even started messing with MV again. Tag out to Jay Briscoe. Rest in peace. Jay Briscoe, couple-time ROH World Champion. And, of course, the Briscoes were like 10 times, give or take, a couple Ring of Honor World Tag Team Champions. Kick to the gut there by Miguel, and a nice senton. Matter of fact, I was trying to look up old games created with RPG Makers. So I was thinking about playing some, and I'm going to restart Thea because I never had a chance to finish Thea after my hard drive went to shit. Another senton? Yes, indeed. Center of the ring. Tag back out to Savio. Vega go for a double team maneuver, but Boricuas are taken down there by Jay Briscoe. Jay can only fight them both off for so long. Vega. Elbow drop. Savio Vega, the head, the leader of Los Boricuas, goes for the lateral press. 2. Gets a near fall. Jag bringing him right back to his half of the ring. Smart strategy. Tag out to Mark, who gets put in a side headlock right away, but Jay kicks Savio right in the butt to break it up. Nothing like a good kick in the pants to stop a headlock. Scoop slam. Goes up. Ooh, a bit of a high angle there on that backdrop. And, oh, a low blow. That's a foul. But, hey, if Boricuas want to play dirty, well, you know what? So can the Briscoes. Froggy Bow again. 2, 3. No. Kick out. That's the second time Savio kicked out of that Froggy Bow. He's going for a pinfall now. 2, 3. No. This is getting close. At any moment, either one of these teams can pick up the victory here. Savio once again going for the pinfall. We might have seen earlier on Championship Wrestling how that can be of up. Oh! Burning Hammer. I got a feeling that's going to be it. 2, 3. Indeed it is. The Briscoes, who had an 0-3 record here in Fire Pro, looked like they could go all the way. Are they really underdogs? The fourth contest is scheduled for one fall with a 30-minute time limit, and it's an SWA Tag Team Championship quarterfinal. Making their way to the ring first from Bad Street, USA, weighing 490 pounds, Jimmy Garvin, Michael Hayes, the fabulous Freebirds. And their opponents at a total combined weight of 566 pounds, Randy Orton, Batista, the Evolved. It looks like we're going to have Jimmy Garvin kicking things off here with Randy Orton. Jimmy Garvin joined up again with the Freebirds just last week on Championship Wrestling as the Freebirds had defeated Jimmy Jacob and Necro Butcher. Initially, it was going to be Buddy Roberts teaming up with Michael Hayes, but Buddy Roberts had sustained an injury from the now suspended King Kong Bundy. Michael Hayes would be tagged in here. Michael Hayes and Jimmy Garvin were former NWA Tag Team Champions together. They double-team Randy Orton, who was sent to the outside. Oh, put in a nice abdominal stretch, but it doesn't last very long. Oh, he applies that again. I think Garvin might be trying to weaken the midsection there of Randy Orton so he can get the count-out victory, but Orton might be capitalizing on the fact that the count is at 8. Going to tag right out to Batista. Michael Hayes did not see the tag, apparently. Or maybe he did. He's taking it right now to the larger Batista. Almost 300 pounds is that man. The Animal, now known for his time in Hollywood. Lateral press, first cover of the match, only gets a 1. Batista been in a number of movies, but is most known for being in part of the MCU, Guardians of the Galaxy. Drops a knee right there on the back of the head of Michael Hayes. Batista has been ever so dominant since debuting in the big Battle Royal on Valentine's Day. Now he's just as dominant here in the tag team tournament. The Evolved had defeated Power Play to make it here to the quarterfinals tonight. Side headlock with a lot of force. Michael Hayes wants to tag out, so he grabs a front facelock and walks Batista back to the center of the ring before bringing back in Jimmy Garvin. I mentioned Jimmy Garvin was a former NWA World Tag Team Champion there with Michael Hayes. He was also a former AWA World Tag Team Champion with a back that wasn't sore. Teaming up with Steve Regal, Mr. Electricity, who was nice power slam there. Couldn't really get a lot of that out before Randy Orton strung up a string of offense there. Garvin with experience locks in a side headlock. However, he is overpowered by the much larger Batista. Orton says, if you want to tag, then tag. Changes his mind. Drapes him on that center rope and boom, drops him with a DDT. Does anybody really ever know what Randy Orton is thinking? Well, I think we do now. He's going for the RKO. And the cover. But Hayes easily makes the save there. This is definitely a really good-looking Jimmy Garvin edit. Garvin decides not to tag. Never mind. He does tag back out now to Michael Hayes. The winners of this match will be taking on the Briscoe brothers in the semifinals. Oh, that is a lovely set of hair there on Jimmy Garvin. You know, he in pressures always make sure he looks his best. Cover. 1, 2, 3. Oh! Batista decides not to even try to make the break, as he probably knows Randy Orton better than anybody here in Fire Pro right now. Oh, Jimmy Garvin is just watching by there as those Ron Garvin-esque stomps are applied to his partner. RKO again. If Batista goes for the cover, this could be it. He decides not to. Oh, but he will now. Batista bomb. 1, 2, 3. Garvin could not make it there in time in the Evolve to make quick work of the fabulous Freebirds to advance to the semifinals in the SWA Tag Team Championship Tournament. The fifth contest is a special singles match scheduled for one fall with a 30-minute time limit. Making his way to the ring first from Shimonoseki, Japan, weighing 160 pounds, Tiger King, Tiger Mask. From Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, weighing 220 pounds, the only Olympic gold medalist in Fire Pro, Kurt Angle. We have a special singles match here, pitting Tiger Mask up against Kurt Angle. Now, this definitely might seem like it's a mismatch, but hey, both these men made it to the semifinals of the America's Cup tournament last month, which is why they're going up against one another right now. We saw Kurt Angle at the beginning of the month making quick work of Shark Boy. Shark Boy meant to be an example of what Kurt Angle intends to do to Tiger Mask. We'll see if he can do it, which so far he seems to be making moves there. Nice over-the-head belly-to-belly. Tiger Mask, a legend, known for taking on smaller competitors, but he has been known in the past to go face-to-face with bigger men. Of course, Kurt Angle is an Olympic gold medalist. Kurt Angle won the Gold Rush tournament back in March. He was able to face Stone Cold Steve Austin to see who would become the initial SWA heavyweight champion, but he came up short there. Up, double underhook under the elbows, up and over, belly to belly, but Tiger Mask bounces back quickly with a senton. He is light on his feet and quick. Kurt Angle is not a slow man by any means, but he definitely is going to lose in the speed department against the smaller and much quicker Tiger Mask. We've recently also seen the premiere of Black Tiger, who we all know is just Mark Rollerball Rocco in a mask, despite the fact that Mark Rocco does not want to admit he put that mask back on. Lateral press, cover, 2, just gets a 2. Tiger Mask might be smaller, but he's no slouch. Angle will have to put a little more effort in if he wants to get the W here. Superplex denied. Tiger Mask, big diving headbutt. Unable to make the cover, though, after that. He might have took more out of himself as Angle got to his feet first. Kurt Angle would love to get another shot at that SWA Heavyweight Championship and getting a victory here over Tiger Mask. We'll put him one step closer. I believe in the rankings he might be just under The Undertaker and Bill Goldberg. I think he might be ranked number 3. I can check that real quick. Oh, in fact, he's actually in a tie. Oh, Tiger suplex. He's actually currently ranked 4th in a tie with Ken Shamrock, who we will see later tonight in a steel cage match against Randy Savage. Angle almost lost there to a Tiger suplex. Instead, takes him over with a belly-to-belly suplex right here. Uh-oh, Tiger Mask is wobbly, but he still has those educated feet. Quick to recover and land those kicks. Oh, high bridging German. 3-0. This would be an upset if Tiger Mask were to defeat Kurt Angle here tonight. See if the chat made their bets. Angle up, thought he might be going for that ankle lock, but instead he lifts up Tiger Masks. Waist lock, another Tiger suplex. 1, 2, 3, no. And, oh, a big exploder. You know, Kurt Angle is explosive with those suplex. Oh, quick roll up. 2, no. Schoolboy. And this match has really picked up the pace, but you got to give Kurt Angle credit. He has kept up with Tiger Mask. Nice senton. Cover leg is hooked. You know, if we were scoring this thing on points, I might actually have to give a favor to Tiger Mask right now. Beautiful half hatch. Good snap, as Triple H would say. But he might also tell Tiger Mask that he has a nut sticking out. Angle. Oh, it locks on. Oh, ankle with the knee. Grapevine, but Tiger Mask is just too close to those ropes. You know, Angle did say if he tried that flippy stuff like Shark Boy did, he would have to break the ankle. Kurt might be realizing he's going to have to target those legs of the smaller and faster Tiger Mask. Another half hatch. Leg is hooked again. Smart maneuver. Got the arm wrapped around, cradling that head too to help prevent Angle from getting those shoulders off the canvas. Frog splash into a waist lock. Angle elbows out and clotheslines Tiger. 10 minutes have gone. This match is going longer than I would have expected it. Tiger. Another diving headbutt. Cover, but Angle is all up in the ropes, Spider-Man style. Angle charges. Monkey flip, there you go. Takes him right back to the center of the ring. Cover. Lateral press only gets it 2. He should have hooked the leg there. Angle knows better. Now's the chance. Oh, Angle did not capitalize. Oh, so Tiger does. Runs right up him. Nice bridge there, giving him leverage, but Angle still has enough strength to kick out. There is about 60 pounds between these two men. You got to think that makes a difference. German again, high bridge, 2, 3, no! The crowd is clearly behind Tiger Mask, as is the chat. Honk butt lice. Spinning back kick, followed by a senton. Angle has no choice but to grab a hold and throw. Can't blame him. Once again, over the overhead belly-to-belly throw. Angle is looking tired, though. He is a bit gassed. It is all Tiger right now. Cover. 1, 2, 3. Oh! I would have thought that was it. What? Pele kick. He is moving so fast I can't even keep up. It's like, what, the 3rd or 4th German. And 3. No, no! Kick out quick. See Tiger Mask having that Japanese background there. Moonsault has that fighting spirit. Tiger again. No, Angle's in the ropes though. Half hatch again. Tiger. 1, 2, 3. Oh! Oh, and the upset. Tiger Mask pins Kurt Angle after what I think is the 5th Tiger suplex. This has got to be one of the biggest upsets in Fire Pro. The 6th contest is scheduled for one fall with a 30-minute time limit and is an SWA Tag Team Championship semifinal. Making their way to the ring first at 613 pounds, Kane and Mankind. Their opponents from Harlem, weighing 535 pounds, Booker T, Stevie Ray, Harlem Heat. Now, this is a tag team match I don't think anybody would have ever expected to have seen, as Kane and Mankind were a tag team champions in the WWF in '98, whereas Harlem Heat were multiple-time tag team champions around the same time in WCW. I know Harlem Heat and Kane, you think they might get along quite well, but they're definitely not going to. Not with the tag team championship on the line. Mankind takes up Stevie Ray, who gets to his feet first after that suplex. Kane and Mankind defeated the Orient Express in relatively quick fashion to make it here. Oh, Bulldog, whereas Harlem Heat defeated a team they have defeated before in High Voltage to advance. Up, Slapjack. Early, no. Mankind grabs those legs, though, and pulls them out from under him. Multiple reversals here, although I would not say this is very technical wrestling. It's going to be big men slugging it out. Kane wants a tag. Big red machine coming in to take on another big machine in red. Take out the Booker T. Booker T and Kane have had some one-on-one competition there in the Fed. But it's their first time tying up here in Fire Pro. Nice savate kick there. Takes down the 7-footer. You got to remember that Kane was initially wanting a team with his half-brother, The Undertaker. But The Undertaker said that he did not want a part of this tag team tournament as he wanted to continue with his WrestleMania streak rematches. Currently next up on the docket at a date yet to be determined. It's going to be The Undertaker going up against Psycho Sid, but since that's in the future and we're all about the now, let's focus on the task at hand. I'm getting an update on the World Cup, and holy shit, I cannot believe it. Mankind tagged back in, as is Stevie Ray. Oh, they're slugging it out as Booker T holds up Kane with a vertical suplex. Mankind goes up top for... Nope, decides against it. Instead, locks in a headlock. The mandible claw. Oh, Stevie Ray gives up quickly as Kane and Mankind advanced in the tag team tournament. Booker T couldn't even make it there. Stevie cried uncle. He does not like the dentist. Seventh contest is a tag scheduled for one fall with a 30-minute time limit. And it's an SWA Tag Team Championship tournament semifinal. Oh my God. From Sandy Hook, Delaware, weighing 460 pounds, Mark and Jay, the Briscoes. Their opponents, weighing 566 pounds, Batista, Randy Orton, the Evolve. I didn't even have it in me to get that damn intro out for this match. We got Jay Briscoe and Randy Orton kicking things off here in this final semifinal match. Big clothesline there by Randy Orton. What is he, like a 14-time world champion in WWE? Something like that. Still active, I believe. Didn't he just wrestle for the championship at this past WrestleMania? Tags into Mark. Mark was a Ring of Honor world champion. I don't know if he still is. I haven't followed All Elite Wrestling or Ring of Honor in a minute. Couldn't really tell you what's going on in the world of real pro wrestling right now. Nice fall away slam. Mark falls to the outside. Batista wants to go over and tries to forge his bicep there on the ring post. There's a fireworks show happening outside. Sure, due to the World Cup. Fireworks going on outside of the ring right now as all four men are going at it. If this ends up in a double countout, then Kane and Mankind are going to become the tag team champions by default. Batista goes to swing a chair. What do we got? Oh, nice backbreaker. Orton taking it to both of the Briscoes. Chair is in the ring. That is dangerous. Mark brings Batista back away from the ropes. Mark grabs again. The Evolved advanced by defeating the fabulous Freebirds earlier today. Nice side headlock with side hide glide. That's a game I got to play again for retro achievements. Oh, that's going to suck. Right back into the hide glide. Now we're going to have a strike exchange in a true Fire Pro Wrestling World fashion. Batista gets the most of that. Tag back out to Jay. You know, Batista might be going for that tag team championship right now, but he also is going on a bit of a tour himself as Batista made his debut here during that Valentine's Day Battle Royal. Got eliminated, but the referees did not see it, so he snuck back in the ring and made a number of eliminations himself. And even though he is in this tag team tournament, he is also going one-on-one against all the men whom he illegally eliminated in the Battle Royal. Spinebuster leg is hooked, but Mark was quick to get in the ring there to go for the break. You got Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman, who are absolutely watching this tag team tournament. Heyman said that he hopes Batista actually becomes the tag team champion because, RKO on the chair. Oh, this has got to be it. 1, 2, 3. No! How did Jay kick out of that? Anyway, as I was saying, Brock Lesnar was saying that he would love if Batista were to become the tag team champion because it'll make things even sweeter when he takes out Batista. And Death Valley Driver might have taken out Randy Orton, but it looks like Jay Briscoe is not able to capitalize on that. Instead, he grabs a hold and drops him over his shoulder with the neck breaker. Tag out? No. A double team maneuver. Oh, spinning heel kick. Good double team move there. Orton looks to fight back. And he initiated a strike exchange. Up, they might be calling for the RKO. And he hits it. Way too close there, though. Mark is going to break that up quickly. Oh, and just drop kicks Orton, who once again wants to go for the RKO. He says, that was not the finish. Let's try that a second time. And a second time, Mark is going to make the save. But there's Batista to land that Batista bomb. Is Orton going to go for the third time? Nope. Instead, he tags out to Batista. The Evolved have things firmly in their control right now. However, Mark is about to come in and maybe pick up the scraps there after Batista gets driven down head first with that DVD. Oh, open hand back fist. Froggy Bow misses the mark. That ain't going to work. Oh, referee was going to make the count anyway. Not that it matters, since Vega was right there to break it up. Redneck Kung Fu. Spinning heel kick right to the back of the head of the animal. Batista. One arm, front slam. You know, every time the Evolved have the chance at a win here, it's way too close to the brothers Briscoe, who make the break. Jay Driller, Froggy Bow again. Oh, we might have to win here. 1, 2, 3. It is over. The Briscoe brothers move on to the finals. They will take on Kane and Mankind to see who will become the inaugural SWA Tag Team Champions. But first, we have a cage to erect, so we'll see you guys in a moment. No introductions are necessary as we are having the rubber match here between the Macho Man, Randy Savage, and the world's most dangerous man, Ken Shamrock. Now the card is subject to change, and anything can happen here in Fire Pro. And it turns out that these men both agreed to have the rules slightly modified before this match. Initially, it was going to be a cage match where the only way to win would be to escape, said Cage. But no. Neither man wanted to escape the other one. They wanted to duke it out mano-a-mano for a third time to see just who was the better man. And this all started back in March at the Spring Equinox during that Gold Rush tournament where the Macho Man Randy Savage knocked out Ken Shamrock. And I don't just mean he knocked him out of the tournament. I mean he KO'd the man, knocked him the fuck out. And Ken Shamrock, coming from the UFC, did not take kindly to that. So he challenged Randy Savage in a match more akin to what Shamrock used to do before becoming a pro wrestler. And that was in the Octagon, in which Ken Shamrock turned around and literally knocked out Randy Savage. So Savage knocked out Shamrock. Shamrock knocked out Savage. And now we're going to put those two matches together. A pure wrestling match and a cage match. And this is what we have now here tonight on August 21st. The penultimate match right here. The semi-main event. No holds barred. No disqualification. No countouts, obviously, because they're in a cage. And no rope breaks, which actually is going to give the advantage a bit here to Ken Shamrock because, you know, he loves to lock on that ankle lock. And Savage is not going to be able to save himself by having the referee break it up by getting the ropes. Oh, Macho Man with the elbow. 1, 2, 3. No. One elbow was not enough. Now, this match has a 60-minute time limit, but I highly doubt it's going to go the full hour. Oh, yeah. Might want to go for the elbow a second time, but thought twice against it. Lateral press. I don't know. 5 minutes have gone. Now, I think Kane, Mankind, and the Briscoes are hoping this match goes long because those four men are going to want to recuperate before the main event, before they challenge one another to see who will become the first SWA Tag Team Champions. Ness is in the chat now. Leg is hooked. 2. Near fall. Nice Hunan Karana. Nice snap suplex there by Ken Shamrock. Now, I did mention earlier, up lateral press. 2, 3. No. If you want to talk about the rankings, Kurt Angle is tied in 4th place with Ken Shamrock. One has to think if Shamrock were to get the victory here, he would be in line for a shot against Stone Cold Steve Austin, the SWA Heavyweight Championship. However, we do know it's going to be Bill Goldberg challenging Stone Cold Steve Austin next for that Heavyweight Championship. Belly to belly. This is usually a prelude to the ankle lock, but he decides not. And I can tell you as of right now, Bill Goldberg is going to be taking on Stone Cold Steve Austin for that championship next month at the Autumn Equinox, Tuesday, September 22nd. 1 month and 1 day from now, it's going to be Bill Goldberg, the America's Cup champion, The America's Cup winner facing Stone Cold Steve Austin for the heavyweight championship. I believe in Fire Pro in tournaments, not in like round robin tournaments, but in single elimination tournaments. Stamina, what? Leg is hooked. 2. Stamina does carry over. Onan Karana countered into a power bomb. You heard me right, folks. Next month, September 22nd, it's going to be Bill Goldberg challenging Stone Cold Steve Austin for the heavyweight championship. Bill Goldberg not only won the America's Cup tournament, but he actually got a pin on the champion at our very first event, the beginning of an era, on January 1st. And also, Bill Goldberg is still undefeated here in Fire Pro. Another pile driver there. Drops Ken Shamrock right on his neck. Right on his head, not his neck. And there are multiple mods for this game. However, I do tend to rely more on Carl Zilla's mod pack. Shout out, Carl Zilla. Matter of fact, shout out everybody who sims on Fire Pro, whether they do it here on Twitch, whether they upload their stuff onto YouTube, or whether they just do it for the fun of it. No, we have not seen Bill Goldberg take on Bret Hart yet. We're bound to. Shamrock refuses to submit. He may be put to sleep here by the Macho Man. And that pile driver might have done it. He goes for the cover now. 1, 2, 3. No! I would have for sure thought Shamrock was done after that. That was a long sleeper hold. A bimmy to Jimmy. Leg is hooked. 2, 3. No! And these two men have been feuding for what? We're in August now, so it's been 5 months going. This has got to be the longest feud here in Fire Pro. And this is the blow-off match. Heine. Oh! Ho, 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 ho. The cage is finally seeing some action there. Backdrop. You know, both Shamrock's adopted brother Frank and, Randy Savage's brother Lanny Poffo have already had their role here. 2, 3. What? Shamrock is not done yet. Okay. Okay, I see you. You know, Shamrock is no slouch. Yeah, I said Heine. I said tush. Buttocks. Glutamus maximus. Snapmere. Up. Savage is going up top again. Another diving elbow. Okay. Leg is hooked. 1, 2, 3. And just like that, the Macho Man, yeah, takes it once again. Oh, he's not done. Oh, maybe he is. Looks like Randy Savage is done with Ken Shamrock, and he is moving on. And we are moving on to the main event. And this is it, folks. The finals of the SWA Tag Team Championship Tournament. We have Kane and Mankind going up against the Briscoes. Now, every tournament match up to this point has had a 30-minute time limit. However, since this one is for the championship, and we definitely want there to be tag team champions, this match is not going to have a time limit at all. This could go all night if it has to. So without further ado, let's go to the ring. If I hit the right button. The main event is scheduled for one fall and is the SWA Tag Team Championship Tournament Final. Making their way to the ring, weighing 613 pounds, Kane and Mankind. From Sandy Hook, Delaware, weighing 460 pounds, Mark and Jay, the Briscoes. And here we go, folks. We are in the finals. And I actually had to look back and see. The Briscoes are definitely an underdog team, as surprising as that may sound, as they had a 0-3 record before defeating the Brood, which just got them barely squeaking by to even enter this tournament. So for them to go from 0-3 to possibly winning 4 in a row and becoming the inaugural SWA Tag Team Champions would definitely be a comeback of comebacks. But Mandible Claw, and early on, oh God, what a quick finish. And just like that, well, the comeback story is done. I am Benoit signing off. Keep on simming, guys.